All right. Can I get your name?
Amanda.
Amanda?
Yep.
All right, and now it's 20 degrees out, it's snowing, it's wet, and you're standing in the middle of Grand River Avenue.
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
Because Ron Paul is the best candidate for America. And if anybody who researches him can't see that, then I just don't know what to tell them.
All right, well, your sign says a few things about him, so what can you tell anyone about him, right?
He wants to end the Iraqi war, now not in 10 years, but now. He stands for the Constitution of America, which that's what our laws should be based upon. And he wants to keep the government out of people's private lives. So there's a few things anyway. I suggest people research him.
What do you think the advantage would be of a Ron Paul candidacy for like people who are in college, people around that age?
I think a lot of people in colleges, they like peace. They want to end the wars, and that's what Ron Paul stands for. One of the things.
So you think he's like the best peace candidate?
I really do. Yes, I do. He's honest. He has honest answers. He doesn't beat around the bush with his answers.
What's the founding member of America? It's the Constitution, right? Why not listen to the Constitution like Ron Paul says? Everything else is BS. The Constitution is what we should follow.
I wouldn't be standing out here in the cold if I didn't support Ron Paul. He's the only candidate worth standing in the freezing cold.
All right.
I think people on both sides of the spectrum, if they're doing a war or public health care, they're both doing it in the name of freedom, and it's not true freedom. True freedom is individual freedom.
Individual freedom?
And that's what this country is founded on. Yep.
All right.
I'm back over here.
So you're all out here for Ron Paul today?
Yes, we are.
In the cold and the snow. What's the appeal of Ron Paul to all you here?
She's the coldest.
To me, because I just believe that with the implementation of policies like the Patriot Act and things like that, that our civil liberties are just being taken away from us every day, and they need to be restored. And Ron Paul can do that.
Yeah, we'll go up and around.
Basically, our country's going bankrupt. We're $9 trillion in debt. Unless we start thinking about how we're going to pay for future generations, it's going to be pretty difficult to do anything, to get anything done in this country. So if we don't have a future for our children and grandchildren, it's going to be pretty hard to do anything.
Well, Ron Paul's the only one who seems like he's actually heard of, let alone who actively defends the Constitution. And without that, I mean, our country has nothing to guide it to stop it from pretty much having the government get involved in every aspect of our daily lives. He's the only one who's going to actually respect the checks and balances that our founding fathers put into place. And this foreign policy thing makes the most sense out of everything. We have so many problems at home, we need to start fixing those before we spend billions and billions on wars overseas.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a real kind of hardcore libertarian, and I really like Ron Paul. Not only because he's probably one of the most popular libertarians out there, but because he understands the issues. And say you've got someone like Milton Friedman, who I think has a really great quote that says that most people throughout history have lived in periods of tyranny and misery rather than honesty and I'm not exactly how to quote, but like prosperity and peace, basically. And I really feel very strongly that 300 years ago, we came into a period of enlightenment, and we just realized that we don't need a government to be our nanny and just take care of us from cradle to grave.
All right. Are any of you here like Republicans? Would you consider yourself Republicans or no Democrats?
I used to consider myself Republican. Kind of an independent now, and Ron Paul really kind of bringing back to voting for the party. Before I heard about him, I was actually considering voting Democrat, but he actually represents what the Republican Party used to be and what it should continue to be. Small government, staying out of our lives.
Anyone been a member of the Libertarian Party or any other party? Or
I would consider myself a libertarian.
what?
I would consider myself a libertarian.
All right, of the party or just in philosophy?
Of the party. I mean, obviously in Michigan you don't have to register, but yeah, I definitely consider myself to align with that platform.
All right.
I voted for Benedict. I voted for Benedict in the last election. Michael Benedict, he's the 2004 presidential candidate. He also supports Ron Paul as well, and the party has said that if he wins the nomination, that he's always welcome into that party.
Would you, as far as he said, so far Ron Paul said there's a 99.9% chance he won't. Do you hope he changes his mind? Or do you think he will?
I don't really think it really matters so much because, I mean, if Ron Paul's not the Republican candidate and he's not going independent, I mean, I would vote for the Libertarian candidates. So I don't think it really matters if he's going to run as independent or not. And honestly, I think he's done a lot of good for our country just as a congressman.